There is currently a systematic destruction and takedown of the evil that has existed for so long, and a lot of this is happening from the military, the white hats, and many other countries that are working together to take these guys down. You may have heard of the banking elite, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Federal Reserve, the IMF, all these guys, the World Economic Forum. There are many invisible hands that have been colluding to have control over this entire world for a very long time, but this is coming to an end. As I've been doing my research, I'm convinced more than ever that we have a massive military operation currently in play. You got to ask yourself, why is this fake Biden in office? Why were a lot of celebrities wearing ankle monitors on house arrest? Why is Q, this movement, this information operation, heavily demonized? Why is it that when you try to go for the truth and dig up a little bit, it's censored, that you can't find it very easily? And those that really know how to navigate the internet, these are the guys that are quote unquote waking up and telling everybody else, but they sound like conspiracy nut jobs. It's because when you actually do the research, when you have to go into the dark web, when you have to go to these forums and look at the evidence, look at Hunter Biden weighing a bunch of crack cocaine on a scale, and it's obviously him, and all these undoctored, right, videos and photos. When you see this kind of evidence, then you realize that there's something more going on. And what you're currently seeing is that without chaos being brought all over the world, the military, these guys have to do it in a sustained way so that over a course of time, over maybe a decade, half a decade, who knows, these things are happening so that it doesn't startle the entire population. Because what you don't want is another civil war. You don't want another world war that is going to take even longer to be able to build back up. Imagine if there was an actual World War III, like it was with World War II, and the buildup is going to take generations. And so these guys have planned the most complex military operation in the history of the world. And this is even quoting Christopher Miller when he was saying that and saying this off script, telling Mike Pence about what they were doing. And so a lot of these operators, you have to realize that they are going to take a hit. They're going to look like fools. They're going to look like traitors, right? Pence and many of these other guys, General Flynn, but they're doing this for the greater good. And you have to realize that. And many people are not at that level of awakeness and scaling up to knowing what's going on. I've been there. I'm not completely doing this 24/7, but I've done enough over the years to realize what's valid, what isn't. I've calculated, I've seen all of the different probabilities of certain events occurring. Go look up just the Q proofs itself, the top 100 Q proofs. Search that on Rumble and you will see certain things. And when you study this kind of stuff, when you just don't go based on opinion, try to research it yourself, because a lot of people, they're not going to believe. A lot of people watched my video yesterday about the fake Biden. And just from that video, it should open your eyes to allow you to be curious about asking these questions. But because people are not willing to open their minds and to investigate further, they're not going to get to that level of awakeness. And in some sense, that's fine, because if you desire it, you will find it. We're not trying to force fit, and make up something so that you can believe what you want to believe. If you truly humble yourself and ask the Lord, I want to find out as much as possible what the truth is. And so this is the process. This is what's happening with the Great Awakening. One of the greatest evils that's happening right now is Satan with child sacrifices, all this stuff. Realize that the greatest achievement that Satan had was to convince people that he did not exist. And so a lot of people think that. And of course, that's the same with God. People thinking that God doesn't exist. So if you are in a place for which you are open to finding out more, I'll try to talk about certain topics in this channel, but mainly this channel is about encouraging you in your faith and your walk during this time of this great awakening and helping you to live out the calling, the purpose that God has for you, because we need soldiers of Christ. We need people stepping up in this hour to do their part, to each their own. And so this is what this channel, these videos are about. I'm not going to talk all day, every day about uncovering some of these things. I will when the time comes. Some of this stuff is old news for many of you. For others, you're just trying to figure out when is it going to happen. And I believe a lot of this exposure, a lot of what's coming out will happen very soon. A lot of people will have the truth given in front of you on a silver platter, but it's your choice, the person's choice to believe, to do some more research, to pray about it, and to say, Lord, I want to know. And it will be given to you. But if you choose to reject it, then that is on you. And so just want to encourage you guys, because what's happening is this massive operation, a coordinated operation by the white hats. And a lot of it is theater. A lot of it are people with, I don't know, these masks. They're playing a part, they're playing a role, or if they are real celebrities, they have an ankle monitor. Go look up 2020 ankle monitor. I'll talk about that maybe at some point. This is old news. But there are so many people that have had leg boots, they've had these covers, and they were obviously wearing something around their ankle. And people have covered this for a long time. And now you see the writers in Hollywood going on a strike and all this stuff. So you have to wonder why some of these things are happening. It's because they're trying to cover up certain aspects of the operation. The white hats, they've boxed them in, they've cornered them, they've allowed some of these guys to walk, some of these guys to take a deal, some of these guys to talk, and others are going to go to jail and they're going to be prosecuted. And so you have treason, you have crimes against humanity happening, and this is all being played out in a systematic way. You have unsealed indictments, you have court cases going on, you have investigations happening, you have the Congress, you have many people in politics. Marjorie Taylor Greene just put up a impeachment call for Biden. So all this stuff is happening to wake the normies up, to wake the regular person up from their slumber. So the operation is successful. As I've said before, it's continuing to evolve, to happen. But stay tuned, because a lot of the good stuff will be happening and coming out, being exposed, released very soon. So love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.